puffing over your truck, and it looks like you ran out of love. No,
Kill him.
I don't give a what you do. I already know.
Wow, that was pretty, boys. Let's talk Canada geese, decoy setups. Whether you're in Canada, North Dakota, Minnesota, Colorado, Montana, Washington, California, Nevada. I've had so many good Canada goose hunts all over this country, and it's awesome to think outside of the box, be unorthodox. How can we trick them? What do we emulate depending on how we saw them sitting in that field the day before on our scouting mission using our binoculars? How are we going to hide? Are we in ground blinds, a pit blind? Are we in a panel blind on the edge? Are we off of a pivot? Are we using a fake, a false line, a rock pile, trees? What are we hiding in, and how are we going to emulate the perfect, most realistic, authentic Canada goose spread? I love small, broken up family groups. I don't like the X patterns, the W patterns, the fish hook, the J patterns. They do work, but they're so common because everybody gets in that same routine of mimicking a letter in the alphabet, kind of like saying different words into your goose call, your duck call. I like to think outside the box and maybe put some decoys 100 yards from us, maybe 75 yards, but broken little groups, walker decoys coming in, a lot of feeder decoys, head down active feeder decoys that are around your hide, because that is emulating what? The food source. And geese know when they leave that field the night before, they know what they're leaving. They know where they're going to end up the next day of where they left that food. They might have already eaten a bunch of it out down south of the field. As they move into the center part and the north part of the field, that's where the remaining corn is, the remaining peas, the remaining wheat, whatever the crop is they're eating. That's where they're going to pinpoint when they leave that roost or the loaf the next morning and come into that field. So you want to be ready for that. You want to have your decoys in position showing where they were the day before, with a lot of head down feeder decoys where the food is, and that's where your blinds are going to be. If it's on an edge, you're going to move them out a little bit, because Canada geese are very rarely going to hide up against a tree line. They're going to try to stay away from that because there's eagles up there, there's hawks up there, there's coyotes in those trees. The boogeyman is in those trees. So they like, if you're going to be on the edge, make sure that you get your decoy spread off, 35 yards or so. It's going to be a little bit longer shot, but at least you're going to decoy some geese. If we're out in the middle of the field in ground blinds or even a panel blind situation where we're well concealed, that's when it gets fun. That's when it gets exciting. That's when you can start breaking those birds up and use your flags to show motion and excitement in that part of the field. And as they approach that spread in that X, we call it the X, it's not just the field they were in, it's exactly where they were, where that food source is. Head down, full body goose decoys, flagging, authentic calling, but think outside the box. Don't be afraid to be creative and be different, unorthodox. I'm Chad Belding with the Fowl Life Television. I hope that helps. You guys get ready. Kill them! Nice shooting, man! Oh my gosh. That's patience right there, boys. And we just killed 20, I bet.